Hey everybody, I'm Holly, aka the Scientology Geek, and welcome back to part 3 of the Claire Swayze Friends unboxing series. The last one, we got 2 new red volumes. We got a purification rundown reference sheet, and we've got assists for injuries and illnesses. So, I do not want to ruin that purification book, so I'm just going to slide that on top there. So if you haven't seen the first 2, I'll link those in the description. Once the playlist is done, I'll have them all in a big playlist. Without further ado, let us dive into box number 3. If you haven't seen the first 2, watch them, because I got some pretty cool stuff. Alright, here we have the Assist Processing Handbook. It's all about basic guidelines in doing assists, technical bulletins, search and discovery. So it uses references. So for one example is the first action is to fly the rudiments in life. The single flow commands are: in life, have you had an ARC break? In life, have you had a problem? In life, have you had a withhold? Has another ARC broken you? Have you ARC broken another? Has another ARC broken others? Have you ARC broken yourself? Overts, withholds, havingness. I am going to definitely dive into this with you guys. I don't have an actual copy of this other than this physical edition, so I guess this is how we're going to do it. Symptoms. Tables of assists for illnesses. So, let's skip ahead a little bit and see what we got here. So, alright, what do we got here? Sick after an airplane fight. What to do? Section 3, page 111. Let's go to page 111. Let's see, the assist for someone sick after an airplane flight. This references Lecture 25 from October of 56, Games versus No Games. Use of processes. Use on someone who has just had a rough trip on an airplane and doesn't feel well. Information. The person's been at the effect of the airplane moving him through space. This process gets him back at cause. Procedure. The command is look around and tell me something you could do. Run this command over and over to end phenomena. Notes on running. Run this assist to snap the person out of it in about 15 minutes. This is cause, distance, effect. Assists to be run in an emergency room. This can be run in an ER or receiving entrance of a hospital. A lot of these seem to come from different lectures, so I'd actually have to hear some of these in order to understand what Hubbard means if I'm a little confused, but I'm glad that they have these little references at the top of every assist. Threatening environment, lecture 10, December 63, Scientology 0. Use of process can be used on someone who finds the environment very threatening. It's run on the environment the person is in that he finds threatening. Run this process. Look and find out if the environment is as threatening as it appears to be. Run this command over and over to end phenomena. And if the environment is actually threatening, you should get the fuck out. Continuously sick. Child with physical defect or psychosomatic ills. Tell me something worse. Pre-assess the incident. Handle any secondary. And then, as I mentioned before, we have the table in the back with a little dictionary. So that's actually really cool. I am absolutely excited to jump into this one. So we will do that on a separate day. We've got the auditor's code right here in the front. I will do that too. Chris and I covered that a little bit. We didn't cover the entire thing, but we did cover why some of the points can lead to severe abuse. In here, we also have the Technical Bulletin, Volume 13. So let's take a quick look through here. We've got anything from 1985 to 1991. So some examples are honesty and pace gain. Like, this is all a mix of stuff that can go through that can be part of different series, so we may cover these more than once. Touch assists, more about them. The program sheet, that's part of the auditor admin series. That's where that's from. Okay, let's see where this is from here. So we are looking at Expanded Grade 0 Process Checklist. Last podcast on the left, I think, made a reference to this. Because they mentioned a couple of auditing commands, which at the time sounded extremely confusing when it comes to grammatical stuff. But I think the one that I saw was, yeah, C3 under Section 9, R260, Hidden Knowingness from the Creation of Human Ability. In running each leg of this process, once the pre-clear has spotted the thing asked for, ask, are you spotting it in the physical universe? If so, alright, point to it. How far away does it seem? Spot some more blank until end phenomena. So one of them is spot some owned sex, and they made a reference to marriage. That is owned sex. So I kind of found that funny. But I'm not going to dive into this as much as I did with the other one, unless you guys really want to see that. But either way, we're going to go over all this stuff anyway. So it's going to get covered one way or another. Scientology, marriage counseling. Okay. So we are just going to jump into the final part of box number 3. Now going to the floor. We have volume number 11. This is from 1977 to 79. So here we have mini list of grade 0 through 4 processes. What is a floating needle? Some of the stuff is from New Era Dianetics. CS series, tech correction roundups, J&D, jokers and degraders. Years after they have, quote, come off of LSD. Characteristics of persons who have been on it from examination of 2 cases. Jesus Christ. They even admit here that their case study is 2. That's how shitty L. Ron Hubbard's study is. Not study. His research. He has a case history of 2. How can you make any assumptions until you have a bigger amount of, a larger amount of people to do these, to figure these out? Because nobody nowadays has a scientific study basis of 2 people. Alright, we got 2 more volumes. We got the Assists Processing Handbook, and I believe that was it today. But thank you guys all for watching. Like if you like the video, dislike if you don't. I don't really care. Comment with your feedback or questions, good, bad, or sideways, and subscribe to be kept up to date on all future content. So, I will be putting the description to the QAnon Discord, the Scientology Discord, the QAnon channel, as well as the interview I did with Claire Swayze, considering these are all coming from her friend and her. Claire, if you're watching any of these, I gotta say, I can't thank you enough for all of this. This is absolutely incredible. And once we get all the boxes, I will tally the amount together and send you the money. So, I'll talk to all of you guys later. See ya.